Hi, I'm Lana Smith from Lana's Music Studio, and today we will talk about seventh chords. Why do we call them seventh chord? Because simple thing of counting from the root to the very top of the chord that makes the interval of 7. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically what it is, seventh chord is the chord made by skips or thirds, and it's 4 sounds in this chord. There are several different type of chords that we call seventh. It can be minor 7, major 7, diminished 7, half diminished 7, but we are going to talk about the most needed, the most popular chord that's called dominant 7. First, let's talk about terminology. I do use the word big skip and small skip, which is absolutely illiterate from the official music theory point, but it's much more understandable for most of people. So in correct version, the distance between, let's say, G and B will be called the third, because it's 1, 2, 3, the third. And because it's kind of bigger one, we call it major third, which is big third. And we'll have 3 keys in between of the main key. And that's why it's a big third or major third. I call it big skip because we will have the word major referred to a major 7th chord, which totally not talking about that third, that skip. It could be a major scale, can be major chord, it can be major problem generally. Anything big is major, right? So that's why I call it major third. Now, if I will do this way between G and B flat, that makes a smaller skip because it has only 2 keys in between the main tones. And we call it minor third. And again, that's word minor can be referred to all many kind of things in music theory, and it makes it very confusing. That's why I call this not a minor third, I call it a small skip. So we have a big skip and small skip. And it's very important to understand when you start building the 7th chord, different types. And specifically, we need dominant 7 today. Depending on the structure of the 7th chord, it can be several different type of them. Well, for instance, we have a major 7, which word major refers not to the major chord, but to major 7, which this is a big 7 instead of small. So major 7th chord is very beautiful, it's very useful in jazz, very colorful, but it's not leading you to anywhere at all, comparing to dominant 7 that does lead you to other places. But it's pretty pretty. If you want to sound really nice and cool, you can use dominant, you can use major 7th. So you see this is a big 7 right here. That's why it's a major 7. Now minor 7 is basically a very simple thing. It's a very cool chord because you take the minor chord, let's say A minor, and make another small skip up, and you'll get a minor 7. Really pretty chord. Or you can do any other chord like G minor, make a minor chord plus minor skip up, small skip up, and give you a minor 7. Minor 7s are really interesting guys because they are made out of 2 things. It makes out of minor, for instance A minor and C major. That's all together. So a chord that has minor and major chord in it at the same time. And now this is really interesting because if you will play the bass as A, it will sound like minor 7. But if you change your bass to C, it will be a sound jazzy version of the C. It does sound like major, right? In this case, it's called C6. Because if you play A on the top, it will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will be C6. So either sound minor or like major, jazzy way. If you want to jazz up any kind of song, so instead of just the C major, play it with the sixths, and it will sound stuff like that. Diminished 7 is really awesome chord. It deserves the special talk about it, but I just tell you what is it made out of. It's made out of this small skip, another small skip, and another small skip. So really this chord is very tense, very beautiful, and a little scary sometimes, dramatic. Beethoven liked it, and every time when you have something really dramatic, it will be a diminished 7, something like this. So it's a diminished 7. Now half diminished 7 will be still diminished in the beginning, so small plus small skip, and then the big skip on the top. Looks like this. Really pretty one too.